Welcome to episode 41 of Liquid Velvet Literature. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Welcome to episode 41 of Liquid Velvet Literature here on Prose Radio. We began today with a quote by Blue Oyster Cult, or lyrics by Blue Oyster Cult. I was walking my dogs early because it's already hot as Hades here, and I was walking them, and this guy drove by in like this Trans Am is something I haven't seen in years, like a T-top and shit. And he drove by, and he was blasting that song. And I just heard that, and it was like, burn out the day, dun, 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 burn out the night. And I got to my phone, and I went right to iTunes, and I found it, and I loved every second of that 3 minutes walk of that song with me to get home on. And yeah, home in the valley. Anyway, I digress. We have a great show today. We have 4 pieces requested, and a request by moi. You'll see. Okay, here we go. Okay, getting to moi. This is a piece by Aunt Peggy. And I almost said Aunt Peggy. This is Aunt Peggy with An Airplane for Innocence. I'm not going to read this, but I sent our famous guest narrator Mavia a request to read this on her next recording, because I love the French in here, and I was gonna Google pronunciations and be Le Monde and blah blah blah, but nah, fuck that. Let Mavia do it because she has that voice. Coffee time. And let's jump into today's reads. This is Large with One Mind's Garbage. Hold on. I also like landfills, the holler of seagulls, the order of bulldozered. Ask me why. I also like debris of life, thought tardy or slow to decompose. Ask me again, why? I also like oceans, crushed pebbles and seashells that have faltered. Ask me one more time, why? Emily Rose. I like that. Sorry I fucked up that line there, Large, but this is a cool piece. I see why it was requested. I like when Large goes into this mode. It's fun to keep up with this writer. So thank you, Large. And let's see. There was one here. The Area Man was requested twice, and I just love reading him, as you guys know. But we'll do 2. We'll do an Area Man, like an Oreo cookie. Here we go. This is Hearts and Bones. I suppose he loved me the best way he knew how, until one day he ruined it by telling me, I'm proud of you, son. Goddamn, old man. How about next Father's Day we buy a 5th of whiskey, score a bag of dope, and listen to the coyotes howl from the wash? And if you're still conscious and proud of me, come 6 a.m., we'll hit the nearest dive bar and get totally annihilated. But until then, shut the fuck up and know, in spite of everything, I'm proud of you too. Dave, in your own way, that was very sweet. Big fucking softy. Now, I love this. Thank you for this. I have the same feeling about my old man, but more conflicting than that. A little more mixed bag, but yeah. But I will not speak unkindly of the dead. But he was an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Okay, and then he was a good guy. He did what he could do with what he knew how to do it with, I guess, in life. But Not the most responsible fellow, I'll say that much about him. And this one is Fear and Fury by rraven. I think I've read this writer before. I know I read Ravens, I don't know. Anything with Raven, we're into it, obviously, with a Raven. So, this is Fear and Fury. I drink most nights. It's enough to be considered a problem, because I'm not perched on a construction block outside the bar, laughing with friends. I'm alone in my bed, a few hours before work starts. The self-medication battles against my sleep medication, creating a blissful but restless combination. I can't feel my heart beat like this. Can't hear the rushing of blood to my temple. I lay on my stomach and imagine in the swelter of a summer night this to be what a bottom feeder feels. Uneasy and hot, but quelled by a need to rest, unable to find something so peaceful as suffocating. Despite my best efforts, I do not stop thinking. My brain doubles over, tries harder to press its urgent message of horrible things into my forefront, until I'm just drunk and sad. What is one to do with that? I taste the nicotine on my lips, folding them in uncertainty, yearn for sleep, yearn for daylight, when there's things to occupy. There is no sexual desire in anything I do, nothing that elicits an early adult response. I drink more, hoping it will help, but I simply get scared. My therapist hasn't answered my calls. I've given up trying. What's the endeavor, other than to release my feelings? She won't offer anything more. I know all there is to. How terrible a fate, to know it all and remain miserable. I prop myself on an arm, my shoulder aching with the weight as I drink water listlessly. I know I will be miserable in the morning, still with a headache to boot, but perhaps I will feel better. Here is to hoping, I murmur with another shot. Fear protected by fury. And the Wanderer says, wow, just wow. Yeah, this is good. Sounds like every day in my 30s. And I'd say that without being sarcastic, I promise that this is beautiful. I love this. Just fucking let it bleed. This is good. This is well done. So thank you for this, rraven. And this will close us out today. This is In So Many Ways by Area Man. I've got a problem with other people for no other reason than them being exactly who and what they are. Day after day, year after year. Yeah, I've got a problem. It's called other people. Take a look around. They're everywhere. I like the duality of writers too. It's interesting. All right, so let's get out of this. Doot, 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 doot. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. You got this. Okay. And that's going to wrap today. Thank you for being here, and thank you again to the artists featured on the show today. I'm going to get out of here. But before I go, I'll try to change it up this time. If you are a reader or a writer, go to theprose.com. Be a writer on prose. Be a reader of prose. Get a profile. Get a subscribe button. Make some money. Write a poem. Get paid. If you're into that, I am. I mean, who isn't these days? But that's why we started prose to, I don't know. There's so much into this website that we don't have time to go into in a video like this. But one day we'll do an AMA on this channel, and we can just take all comers. That was meant to sound more of a Western type of dialogue, but it sounded kind of sexy if you're a martyr. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again for being here. Your work is necessary, and we need it, especially today. Especially today. So, hope you guys have a good one. I will see you in episode 42 or 43. or after Mabia's next one. And as always, take good care.